Well, hello there and good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. I am Frost PDP, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Crusader Kings 2, and specifically this little menu here. So I am under, for those of you who don't know, laws, and I'm under obligations. This is vassal obligations, and well, there's no clear tooltip. If you hover your mouse over vassal obligations, that explains this is what your vassals have to do. If you scroll down, well, obviously this says noble obligation laws. And here, well, as you can read, we have balanced noble obligations. And just hovering my mouse here, it tells me this law governs how much tax and levies the gentry in the realm are obliged to contribute. The gentry tend to favor paying taxes over making troops available for their liege. And it says modifiers, plus 20%, 40%, minus 40%. Okay. What does all of this mean? Well, if you scroll side to side, it doesn't really change. The headline changes. Now it's levy shifted. Now it's slightly levy focused, heavily levy focused, right? Okay. It tells you that. But it does not make clear, because the text underneath the headline does not change, what exactly this thing means. If I just say, oh, balanced, well, okay, now I know I'm in the middle somewhere. But if I highlight over this first, it just says the same thing. They tend to favor paying taxes. That second sentence leads me to believe that for some reason I am increasing the tax thing. And I see, oh, look, noble vassal tax goes up 15%. Noble vassal tax goes up 15%, it says. Now, if I just hover over this and not the middle piece, I'm not going to realize that the original vassal tax is 20%. In other words, it's not clear. Maybe an arrow of some kind as an indicator would be nice. Or maybe the text under the headline should change. It should say something like, under this law, your vassals contribute slightly more troops and pay slightly less tax. That's all you would have to say, but it would make very clear what this is. And this one, it would say, under this law, your vassals will pay more tax and provide less troops. Okay, that'd be nice. Let's see if they do the same thing down here. It does. So once again, this is an area where a couple of arrows or a little extra text would be helpful. I know, like, adding a little extra text might just be a repetitive, dull task paradox, but it would be very helpful. Just because people who aren't as versed in the game and are, like, kind of introductory and almost like noobish, they're going to be all going, hey, I don't know what any of this means. They're not going to understand what the shift implies. Furthermore, it's not clear if after this I'm allowed to initiate any other further law changes. Now, I know we're a long ways off from the days of crown law being you get one change every 10 years. But I'd still like to know, like, am I locked out for a year? For 5 years? Is this the only vassal obligation law I can change within the next 5 years? It's incomplete information. I'm not getting all the details. Whereas, like, if I go to Realm and I click this, it still doesn't say, like, oh, am I going to be unable to pass any of these now? Like, what's going on here? You still do that with this, where it says you have to reign for 10 years, have not previously changed succession law. So you can only change succession law once in your life. I'm under agnatic primogeniture. I don't have any reason whatsoever to change. Like, any reason whatsoever. But it's just not clear. Again, like, it doesn't tell you, like, how long. This, though, the secondary text does change, like it should on the obligations tab. Here, ruler has full authority. Over here, council members vote. That gives you a better vassal limit, which is actually something I had not considered. Interesting. Enables the elective monarchy law for Indian and Muslims. Yeah, okay, we're not doing that. Can't abolish the... Okay, so I'm just messing around now. But you get my point, right? Things are not necessarily clear, and even if they're grayed out, it doesn't necessarily say vassal limit like -5. That's great, but What does that mean vis-a-vis having more? Like, is that more than I used to get? Like vassal limit 10 there? Like, it's just not as clear as it should be. So anyway, those are my thoughts. More clarity on this page, especially with regards to the vassal obligation shift. Hit the like button if you want this to get more attention, if you think it's a good idea to share. Thank you for joining me, and as always, La Paz.